Have you ever been around people that feel entitled? Whether they feel like you owe them something just because you did something well, whatever it may be, they feel like they're entitled to something in your life. If you have, this is the perfect video for you. Stay tuned. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I believe we all fight battles we hide from the world. My objective is to help you win those battles through perspective. Stay tuned. Have you ever had to deal with somebody that feel entitled? Oh man, I know how that feels. People can feel like as soon as you get to moving in any way, you owe them something just because your life is starting to become better. And it's only one way. I say that it's not only one, but here's the biggest factor of how to deal with people like this. You have to talk to them and help them if you care to talk to them. You have to talk to them and help them understand if what they're saying is justifiable. It's been plenty of times since I started speaking and traveling and whatnot. I would go somewhere, I might go to Spain, and people that never supported anything that I've done or whatnot say, well, why didn't you take me? And they can be upset. I'm like, why didn't I take you to Spain? It's easy to jump on board on all the good things, but I don't remember you being around any time we did anything that was the hard work. But all the easy work you feel entitled to, and this happens often. So I have this conversation with people that I choose to have the conversation with about, what are you asking? And I'll have to say it straightforward. This is my personality, not saying everybody should handle it this way, but I'm very straightforward. What are you asking? So I would say that, I felt like you should have took me to Spain. Why do you feel that way? Honestly. Well, I've been supporting you from the beginning. And how have you been supporting me, and how does that justify Spain? Like, so you want me to pay out $1,300, $1,400 for you to come along with me based upon you liking some YouTube videos? That's saying a lot. And I'm saying these are the people that I talk to, the people that may be in my circle, but not in direct relation with the things that I do. Anybody outside of that is not even no need to, even have that conversation. And I remember one of my friends was getting ready to go to the NBA, and they said, somebody said to him, will you remember me if you make it to the NBA? Will you remember me if you make it to the NBA? He said, will you remember me if I don't? They paused, froze. Because we see that happen all the time in school systems where an athlete is about to blow up and we throw them away when they don't. It's this sense of entitlement people get behind your life. And you have to get in control of that by keeping your circle tight. Keeping the people around you good. Establish your communication with them. Anybody outside of that and they feel that they deserve something from you, if you feel like taking out the time to communicate that with them, go ahead. But their means is never justifiable. What they're asking for is never justifiable. So if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to put logic in an illogical statement, how much time do you want to spend on that? Because people going to feel like, okay, you're starting to make it. How can you help me out? I had somebody, another grown man that I have not even been in communications with for over 8-9 years, hit me up on social media and asked me to pay their rent. Asked me to pay their rent. And I haven't talked to him in 9 years because he feels like I'm being successful and I should help him out because we've been knowing each other since kids. I'm like, how do you get that out of that? And then he got upset. I was like, come on now. How did you get that out of that? If things wouldn't have worked out for me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So sometimes we all have to step back. And as I always say, if you watch any of my videos, you take a step back and you self-assess and you look at the bigger picture. At times, people's lives be miserable and they want to spread that on to you. At times people see you and they're not happy for you. They're really not happy for you. but they will be willing to take something from you. Who's not willing to take money? Everybody will take some money, especially if it's coming out of your pocket. But you have to take a step back and look at this bigger picture. What is somebody doing in your life to equate that? To equate what they're asking for. And this happens so much, but it's up to you to not allow it to drain you. It's about always being in control of yourself. And you can feel bad. Man, I feel like I need to look out for them. I feel like I need to buy them a car because they did it. Like, at times, we really have to make a sound decision based on what we're looking at. Because people will ask for unrealistic things. Sometimes people will ask for a lot just so you can give them a little less of what they really wanted in the first place. They really only need $50, so they ask you for $500. And like, can you at least spot me $50 and I can get the other $450? When really all they wanted was $50 in the first place. And you feel like, you know what? I saved myself $450 I could have gave them. You think about this illogically. But your circle of people you look out for, people outside of that, come on. And even your circle of people should be within reason. How many times can I pay somebody else's rent? I can put them in position to pay their own rent. We have to look at this because this is causing stress in some people's lives. I talk to people that say, listen, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And you see, matter of fact, here go a better example. Look at the entourage of people that become successful. They're traveling with 15, 20. Listen to the stories that they say every single time. Anytime somebody take a dip in their career, the first thing they say is, I don't know what happened to my entourage. These people that was having their hand out and feeling entitled to my success. So look at that. They usually walk out with the same people they walked in with. And that's how it has to be for us. We have to sit back and pay attention to what people feel and pay attention to the people in our circle and address the things that we want to address according to how we feel. We can't let somebody put something on us to feel like, well, I owe them. We don't owe them anything. They weren't with you when you was putting in all that work to get to where you are now. You don't owe them nothing. Sometimes looking out is a great gesture, but owing, that's saying a lot. Owing is you gave me something that I said I was going to pay back and I ain't paid it back yet. I owe you. That is not this case. Things went well in my career and now you want a handout and you're mad because I'm not giving it to you. So that entitlement, we have to learn how to deal with those people. And the best way to deal with them, if you choose to have a conversation with them, is to help them understand what they're saying is illogical. But if you choose to have that conversation with them and it's somebody you care for, then the effort is to put them in position to be able to do the things that they want to do, as far as paying rent or whatever the case is. If they drop that ball, then that's another conversation. I hope you like this video. I hope you feel where I'm coming from, because entitlement can hit us deep. It can even hit us from some people that's very, very close to us. Thank you for taking out the time to watch this.